Okay, it's day 125. This is part 5. And sunshine. Lots of sunshine here in Washington, D.C. today. So maybe sunshine's the best thing for Washington, D.C. Sunshine on Sunday, let's say. Sunshine on your shoulders. Remember that song? Maybe sunshine Sundays are a good idea. That maybe Task Force and I go down to... We get a lot of calls from whistleblowers and so forth that don't really feel like they have a forum. We have these 190 whistleblowers, which probably are the tip of the iceberg that finally made it to getting to a report that the Intelligence Community Inspector General suppressed. We would like to have a forum, Sunshine Sundays at 2 o'clock. So take your family out to church. There's a great place on the mall that you can take your family to. It's a church all the time. They have people playing music all the time. Go to the archives, look at all the great artifacts, go to Smithsonian, go to the Air and Space Museum, go to the museum, the Museum of the First Amendment. There's an art museum there as well, Museum of Modern Art. Lots of stuff to take your family to go see. A Civil Rights Museum is on the mall as well. Just an incredible amount of stuff to go see. But come down to the Capitol for 2 minutes, and we'll be down there by the fountain at the west end of the Capitol every Sunday at 2 o'clock. And just tell us your story for 2 minutes. If you had someone at the State Department buying vehicles supposedly for $50,000 and then armoring them up and charging the government $500,000, and you found out that they were just putting 2 tinfoil strips on the fenders, even something as small as that, we unfortunately know about much worse that's happened. We've had the Robin Gritz's the stories that have come forward. We've had the Thomas Paine type stories come forward. We've had several people in the FBI come forward, tell their stories. We've had people in the Justice Department, Loftman, for instance, come forward. The typical run-of-the-mill processes that you think are working do not work. The Department of Justice, Horowitz, the Inspector General's report is going to be a watered-down, pablum version of the events that actually occurred. And nothing is ever going to happen until people are brave and come up. Now, we can film your hands. We won't film your face. We just want you to tell your story for 2 minutes. This is sort of like the Mothers of Sunday in Argentina, where their kids kept going missing. And by saying nothing, your kids keep going missing. Till finally they were all dressed in white. They brought the pictures of their kids. Finally it stopped. Finally the kill teams, the red team stopped. And Argentina had a chance to recover. This is the same thing. Our nation needs to go through a healing process. We've talked a lot about PTSD with Task Force and the people she's worked with, the Navy SEALs from Afghanistan, the child abuse that they've witnessed. And we find over and over again that the pain is really trapped truth. As hard as that is to believe, it's trapped truth. And just finding an outlet to getting it out of your system. When you internalize that, you're internalizing the cancer, you're internalizing the mental injury of it all, and it's not your fault. You need to find an outlet, and maybe our small step on the capital steps will be the steps that you need to start getting it all out, because it is trapped truth. And I talked to one guy an Army guy, was kind of a PTSD guy from all the way back in Quang Tri, and he said it's like holding a beach ball constantly underwater, and by not telling that truth, it just is this constant pressure and work trying to hold it down and so forth. But we're trying to provide a forum for you to let it go, let it out, and make things better. When you know that you've put things in motion to set things right and make things better, you're going to feel 100% better. Your kids are going to feel better about you. Your wife's going to feel better. Your husband, etc. Everyone, all the people that you work with are going to be prouder, and your government's going to be proud. The people of America are going to be proud of you. I know this is a little bit of a mother and apple pie speech, but it's so true. And Task Force has been the counselor. She's the master's in psychology and all that. She's been through all these counseling sessions and has learned this the hardest way possible, by seeing people commit suicide, by trapping this truth inside. So that's my one comment. Sunshine Sundays, 2 o'clock. We'll see you there on the mall, the Capitol Mall.